finally, to be getting over to the video update from my last video. I didn't get laid off, but we're here now. We're talking about this video, so just lock in. A couple of months ago in March, I spent a month just casually exploring around Southeast Asia. I went to Vietnam and Thailand, and I have been sitting on 2 memory cards full of videos of that trip and some videos on my phone, and I just haven't uploaded it because I just haven't felt like editing. I just don't want to do it. But I like having the things that I do on my YouTube channel as like a sort of backlog of my life, and I really wanted to be able to like house these memories somewhere because it was an important trip for me. So we're gonna talk about the Thailand stuff. We're just gonna do it a little bit differently than my usual travel vlog. We're gonna follow like a surrogate kind of format where instead of me like actually vlogging, I'm just gonna go on the trip and then tell you what happened. So this is the part where I tell you what happened. All the clips on my SD card are in the wrong order. Am I gonna put them back in order? No. But does that matter? No. So this is not the order in which I did things in Thailand, but this is what I did. So my first week, I was in Bangkok, and we're gonna cover some of that today. Bangkok, Thailand, if you don't know, is the capital city, and it's just a good tourist destination. Pretty much anybody who goes to Thailand is gonna visit Bangkok. So I actually managed to find literally the one elephant sanctuary that existed near Bangkok, and I went there and had a great time. And let me just say, elephants, very large creatures. When I showed up, I saw some elephants from a distance, and then they started to get excited, like you. But I didn't know what was to come. Like, there's information on the website, but not a ton. So I was just kind of like, what are we gonna do? So the elephants came, they walked up to us, and we got to feed them. They're like the morning breakfast, morning snack. We had bamboo shoots cut up that we could give to them, and they'd grab it with their trunk and eat it. This one's the new one. I want to feed him. He's been neglected. Oh. There you go, buddy. Here's another one. Hello. I love the ears. Oh. I got in there, I started feeding the elephants. There were 3 main ones that came up and ate with us, and I liked the smallest one the best because they seemed the least aggressive. None of them were aggressive. They're just very big animals. Once they had eaten, they needed to like burn off the calories. So I took a little walk with the elephants around the enclosed space, just a part of it. It's actually a very big space that they have to exist in. Part of the sanctuary was that they didn't want to abuse the elephants, as you know, Thailand kind of has a history of doing like elephant rides and elephant circus tricks and stuff. And they didn't want to continue to promote that because it does like mess up the elephants' backs, and a lot of times it also messes up their brains to be like tortured basically into doing tricks for tourists. So here the elephants have a lot of space and a lot of freedom. They only do 2 of these sanctuary visits a day, and all we do is feed them and walk around with them and help them bathe and stuff. So it was chill for the elephants. They walked around. I don't know if I said this before, but elephants are very big, so they would just like casually like pull a tree out of the ground, super chill, and like eat the inside of the tree like trunk. They also like would get coconuts and like crush them and eat them. They just no fork, no knife needed. The earth is not a problem. They will just simply destroy it and eat whatever they want. Okay, so then let's talk about the food. I don't like spicy food. Like, I can't really tolerate it that well. I also don't like peanuts. So going to Thailand was maybe not the best move for me culinarily speaking. I wanted to try out a fancy restaurant. I'm here to tell you that's not worth it. Just go, like, literally just walk outside your hotel, first place you see, go in there and eat, and the food will be good. Going to these fancy places, at least the one that I went to, not really the experience. Yeah, the food, it looked pretty. It seemed interesting. It was something different than the same street food for non-spicy people that I had been eating all week, but it didn't give. It didn't give. Thailand does have, like they love a drink. They love a beverage. You can think of them like a big Starbucks, basically. There's gonna be Thai iced tea on every corner, and they usually have a long list of various drinks that you can buy. And one that we don't really have in America that I hadn't tried was pink milk. It's made from chrysanthemum flowers, and it does kind of taste like a floral strawberry milk. It's very good. Big fan. If you ever go to Thailand, give the Thai iced tea, obviously, if you've never heard of that, but we have that in California, so I've had that before. And then secondly, give the pink milk a try, because pink milk, she kind of ate. And then Another thing, they rarely bake in Thailand. Like, I don't even know if ovens are really a thing for real. When you go to breakfasts, you might find croissants, but you're gonna find that they're not very good. You'll also find muffins, again, not very good. And that's really it. Like, they don't bake sweets or desserts or anything. This actually ended up being an accidental palate cleanse, because same thing is true in Vietnam. So actually throughout this whole trip, if I wanted something sweet, most of the time my options were fruit or jello. So like, I'm back in America now, and I'm trying to like keep myself off sugar because I did such a good like amount of reduction just of literally not having the option to eat sweets. But anyway, at this particular restaurant, I really wanted something sweet. This place had toast with some green sludge on it. I will say it was not worth the calories. I reached about 400 subscribers. Thank you so much for that. And if you're still watching this video, clearly you like it. You may as well go ahead and subscribe so you can see the rest of the Thailand series. Subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, let YouTube know that it should show this video to more people who like things like you, and let it know that it should show you more videos like this so that you can have a page full of stuff that you like. So go ahead and hit subscribe. I'll wait. Thank you. All right, moving forward with the trip. Ooh, this one was fun. I did a group tour. This is like a tip for solo traveling. You're gonna see in Vietnam, I did like a whole group tour, like the whole Vietnam trip was a group tour. But if you don't want to do that, what you can do is daily group tours. You can book this on like Viator or Get Your Guide or something. But it's just like a day trip. It'll be, you know, anywhere from like an hour to like all day. And you just get a little tour group and you guys can do a tour. So it's a great way to talk to people who speak English, see something with like a little bit of direction and be able to like hear about the history and of stuff and stuff. The first place we went to was an ancient city, Iowa. I'm not gonna try and pronounce it, but it was an ancient city that, like, you know, we explored the ruins and it was just such a pretty place. There was like just red and white stone everywhere, Buddha statues everywhere, lots of greenery. It was just gorgeous. There was a pretty lake out back. Like, it was just a gorgeous, gorgeous place. This temple is so pretty. I really like all the red stone, which is kind of the whole thing. And then some of it that's really old is black, and some of it that's newer to like help the structure stay together, and also just different stones are white. So it's just red, black, and white, and green, lots of grass here. It's just so pretty. I enjoy this place.
Are you kidding?
And I just liked being there, and I took a lot of pictures, and we learned some about the history that basically this place is a tomb for big leaders, but it was a really pretty tomb, so I'm a fan. We've come to a second temple. This place is the grave for 3 kings, lots of kings actually, but 3 main ones that have their spires. So these like pointy topped, like cone buildings are where their ashes are. In there. And the tradition would be that their families, or maybe just the whole kingdom, since they were kings, would come on their birthday and their death day to pray over their bodies and help them get to paradise.
You see where did we go now? Not from this one.
Yeah, you're good.
Not here. In the before like this, this Buddha statue sitting statue image. That one. Right? That way.
Okay, after that we went to another ancient city, but this one is a bit more known and famous. It is like a monkey town. So alongside elephants, Thailand is also kind of known for monkeys, if you didn't know. So this place, there's just monkeys. So when you come into the town, you're gonna see what they call monkey jail. I didn't get a video of monkey jail, but it's basically just like a cage that they put spare, like excess monkeys in. And then you turn and you make it to this ancient temple, which had some cool Buddha statues around. There were some bats that I found inside that I'm gonna show at some point. And monkeys. The monkeys are just there and they're chilling around. And the tour guide lady like at the front gives you a stick, and you can like wave the stick at the monkeys and they'll play with it. I'm currently inside the ruins of the temple. And it is quite nice. Flash, obviously. But those lumpy lumps. Buddha statues. The babies. The bigger, like the adult monkeys, they only care if you have food. The babies will play with the stick, and sometimes they'll just climb up your stick. So I was watching the monkeys like mess with other people, and I'm like, oh, that's all you, sister. And then I put out my stick to have a little fun little moment. But the monkey decided, nope. No, I think I'm actually going to climb all the way up you, on your shoulders, around your back. I think I'm going to try and steal your phone. I think we're going to have a blast. And so I filmed whatever that I could, but I was in a little bit of a chaotic moment of my life. One of the men who had some peanuts came over and like, you know, goaded the monkey away with food and like saved me. But it was a good time. It was a cool place. There were lots of monkeys. We did also quickly see this turmeric Buddha. It's a Buddha covered in turmeric. And it's like a giant Buddha. So there's a temple in like Bangkok, like downtown, that's very famous. It has a giant Buddha in it. And the giant Buddha in there is gold. But it's like in a building. So there's a bunch of pillars and you can't really see it all at once. So this turmeric Buddha is the same thing. It's just, you can just see it right there. Get used to Buddha. They love a Buddha and they love stairs. You're gonna find, if you go to Vietnam or Thailand, you're gonna be climbing some frickin' stairs to go and look at Buddha. Okay, this is a temple I recorded Arun. I probably shouldn't have come here because honestly, it was so hot. To people who immigrate to Southeast Asia, like, you're strong. You are strong. You were the Lord's most powerful warrior because it was so hot. Oh, it was so hot and I was just so miserable. And it was supposed to rain, so I was wearing rain boots and they were hurting my feet and I just wanted to leave this frickin' temple. It was pretty, I'll give that. Second stop of the day, I'm at Wat Arun Temple. It's visible across the pier, it's that temple. It's common here to buy like traditional Thai clothing and do photo shoots near the temple. I have not participated. And theoretically you could climb up, pay your respects, but they only let you climb another steep set of stairs. A lot of people would like rent costumes outside and then you could take photos in the costumes inside the temple. I didn't want to do that, but it is an option. And then you go, and this temple has like a lot of mosaic and like mirror work and stuff, a lot of like crushed tile, I think, that like they put back on the temple to like make it pretty. It was pretty. It was pretty. It was a good look, but I was just so hot, like I just wanted to leave. It wasn't giving. It wasn't giving. So if you're gonna visit Thailand when it's hot and you're gonna see those temples, you need to come prepared, girl. You need to come prepared, girly pop. You need a mini fan. You need a spray bottle of ice water. You need your own water that you can drink. You need a visor, hat. Like you need to be prepared because it will be hot, and you have to be covered at a temple, so you can't just walk in there in a bikini. Like, it's hot. Okay, it was too much. It was too much. This day pissed me off so much. I was like, do I even want to stay in Thailand? But I recovered. Okay, that's like literally all that I edited. It was a lot. I've only been talking for 15 minutes, but it's just a lot to edit. Like, I just filmed so much. Who knows why I did that? I guess, yeah, I do know why. There was a lot to see and it was really pretty and really cool. But I just filmed so much and I'm tired. Aren't you tired? So if you like this format of me just yapping and then like showing you while I'm yapping, we can do more of this because this is a bit less daunting to edit and I can get through my trip this way. So that's a little bit of my Bangkok adventure. I think I still have like half my Bangkok clips left. So we can do that and then we can head on to Vietnam. And listen, if I'm honest, Bangkok was my least favorite part of the trip. Vietnam was gorgeous. Gorgiana bust down. And I met a new really good friend in Vietnam. She's cool and I like her a lot. I already went and visited her. Yeah. And Krabi, Thailand? Period. Such a vibe. Period. Like, if I was going to move to Thailand, it would need to be by the beach because it's freaking hot as frick. But Period. Like, it was great. It was great. So this is my least favorite part, and I'm already having a blast. So that should tell you about what's to come in these vlogs. So I'll see you guys in the next one, and until then, do it.